I got straight on a plane to return. Seeing my wife have to be her strongest and knowing that it's the scariest of news.
Brad Pitt finally confesses that she was the love of his life. From the earliest days of his Hollywood rise, Brad Pitt's personal life has been as captivating to the public as his blockbuster films. While his career has spanned decades and earned him critical acclaim, his romances have played out in full view of the world. From whirlwind flings to high-profile marriages, he's been linked to some of the most glamorous women in the industry. Yet through all the dazzling red carpets and tabloid headlines, there's one love story that seems to linger in his heart. Even after years have passed, fans can't help but wonder, who was the woman Brad could never truly forget? And why does that connection still resonate so deeply? To understand the answer, we need to trace the path from his early relationships to the one romance many believe could have been his forever love. Before fame, the early romances. Before his breakout role in Thelma and Louise turned him into a Hollywood heartthrob, Brad Pitt was a young, hungry actor, taking on small roles and working hard to make ends meet. Along the way, he crossed paths with several women who would become part of his early romantic history. One of his first public relationships was with British pop singer Sinitta from 1986 to 1988. Years later, she fondly remembered Brad as beautiful, fun, young, and very sweet, confessing she didn't realize what she had until she saw him light up the screen in Thelma and Louise. Their romance wasn't without its drama. Sinitta once revealed that a stranger slapped her outside a supermarket purely because she was dating him. After Sinitta, Brad began seeing actress Jill Schoelen, his co-star in the late 80s teen horror film Cutting Class. The relationship ended after Jill reportedly fell for another actor while filming overseas. Not long after, he dated voice actress E.G. Daily, who described him as deep-souled and someone with an unstoppable drive. She recalled feeling an instant connection and admired his intense focus on his craft. Even after they broke up, they remained friends. In the early 90s, Brad was also linked to actress Robin Givens, who at the time was separating from heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. Tyson later wrote in his memoir that he once pulled into his driveway to find Givens with Brad, and even claimed he caught them in bed. Givens flatly denied the latter, admitting only to the driveway encounter. There was also a brief but memorable connection with Christina Applegate. The two attended the 1989 MTV Movie Awards together, but in a move that has become Hollywood gossip legend, Applegate ditched him mid-event for another man. To this day, she's never revealed who that mystery date was. Then came Juliette Lewis. From 1989 to 1993, Brad and Juliette were inseparable, appearing together in California and Too Young to Die. Brad would later call their relationship one of the greatest he had ever experienced, though he acknowledged that love alone isn't always enough to keep two people together. Gwyneth Paltrow, Love at First Sight. In 1995, fate brought Brad to the set of the dark thriller SE7 Yen, where he met Gwyneth Paltrow, who played his on-screen wife. Off-camera, the chemistry was immediate. By the time the 1996 Golden Globes rolled around, Brad was publicly calling her the love of my life during his acceptance speech. That same year, during a trip to Argentina, Brad proposed. Gwyneth later said it was a magical and unexpected moment. Everything seemed set for a Hollywood fairy tale ending, but in 1997, the engagement was called off. Gwyneth admitted her father, Bruce Paltrow, was devastated by the breakup, as he had grown to adore Brad. Despite the split, the two have managed to maintain a warm friendship over the years. In 2022, Brad told her in an interview that he was grateful they could still be part of each other's lives. Jennifer Aniston, the golden couple. Brad first crossed paths with Jennifer Aniston in 1994 when their managers introduced them, but at the time, neither was available. It wasn't until 1998 that the timing was right, and sparks quickly flew. By September 1999, they made their red carpet debut as a couple at the Emmy Awards. 2 months later, Brad proposed at a Sting concert, and Jennifer proudly showed off her diamond engagement ring. Their July 2000 wedding in Malibu was a spectacle even by Hollywood standards. 200 guests, 50,000 flowers, a live gospel choir, and a dazzling fireworks display over the ocean. The event reportedly cost close to $1 million, and the photos of the smiling newlyweds cemented their image as Hollywood's golden couple. They didn't just share their personal lives. They co-founded Plan B Entertainment, a production company that would go on to produce award-winning films like The Departed and 12 Years a Slave. But by 2003, cracks began to appear. In an interview, Jennifer hesitated when asked if Brad was the love of her life, saying he was a big love but admitting she wasn't sure if there was only one true love for everyone. She also expressed her desire to start a family. In January 2005, Brad and Jennifer announced their separation, denying tabloid rumors about infidelity but acknowledging the decision came after much thought. Jennifer later told Vanity Fair that she felt like her life had been cracked open, describing the grief of the breakup and the added pain of seeing Brad photographed with Angelina Jolie shortly afterward. Angelina Jolie, passion, family, and fallout. Brad met Angelina Jolie in 2003 while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Both insisted they didn't begin a romance until after Brad's separation from Jennifer, but they admitted to forming a strong connection on set. By early 2006, Angelina was pregnant with Brad's child, and their family quickly expanded. Together, they raised 6 children, 3 biological and 3 adopted, and became one of the most famous couples in the world. In August 2014, they married at their French estate, Chateau Miraval, in a ceremony where their children helped write the vows. Angelina's wedding dress even featured artwork drawn by the kids. However, the fairy tale didn't last. In September 2016, Angelina filed for divorce for the health of the family. Reports emerged of a heated argument on a private plane, but investigations by the FBI and Child Services found no evidence of abuse. The divorce proceedings dragged on for years, with disputes over their winery still unresolved even after they were declared legally single in 2019. Life after Angelina, a quieter love life. Following the split, Brad kept a low profile in his romantic life. In 2018, rumors linked him to MIT professor Neri Oxman, but she denied a romantic relationship, though she spoke highly of him. In 2020, Brad was spotted with German model Nicole Podorowski, but sources later confirmed it was a casual fling that ended quickly. Later that year, speculation surrounded Brad and model Emily Ratajkowski, though that connection also fizzled out. By late 2022, Brad began dating jewelry designer Ines de Ramon. They celebrated his 59th birthday together, moved in by mid-2024, and made their red carpet debut at the Venice Film Festival that September, a rare public display of romance for the actor in recent years. The reunion fans still talk about. Even after their divorce, Brad and Jennifer Aniston have maintained a friendship that continues to captivate the public. In January 2020, a backstage reunion at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, complete with a warm hug, sent social media into overdrive. Later that year, they reunited on screen for a charity table read of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Playing flirtatious characters, the two shared a lighthearted moment that reminded fans of their old chemistry. Jennifer has openly expressed her continued affection for Brad, once saying, "I love Brad. I will love him for the rest of my life. We taught each other a lot about healing and fun." The love that never fully faded. Brad Pitt's romantic history is a mix of passion, heartbreak, and unforgettable moments. From his early Hollywood days to high-profile marriages and quiet flings, each chapter shaped him in different ways. Yet, despite all the years and all the relationships, fans continue to believe Jennifer Aniston might have been, and perhaps still is, the one that got away. Whether or not that's true, their story remains one of the most talked about romances in Hollywood history. So, what do you think? Should Brad and Jen have given it one more try? Or are they better off as friends? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible stories from Hollywood's fascinating past.